I'm Dan Doherty, Executive Chef at Duck and Waffle here in the Heron Tower. Today I'm going to show you how to make Pollock meatballs baked in a lobster cream with a parmesan crumble. If your fish is fresh and your sauce is right, you're going to have the best meal ever. The first job, we take our beautiful fresh fish. You can put it in a blender, give it a quick blend, or if you don't have the luxury of the blender, we're just going to use a nice sharp knife. As you move it, it kind of stays where it's meant to be. So that's now ready to go into the bowl. We take a little splash of the cream, almost as a little binding agent. You want to accentuate the main ingredient, which is the fish. Things like lemon, tarragon, parsley, salt. It just kind of heightens the flavor, gives a really nice herbaceous freshness to it. The best way to make the ball is to just get your hands dirty. You can give it a little squeeze together to make sure it stays together. That's now ready to pop in the fridge until we've made our sauce. Okay, so now we're going to make the lobster sauce. First thing we need to do is add half of our butter. When you're roasting shellfish and things like that, when that butter is bubbling away, it just creates this most amazing smell and flavor. So now we are going to add our vegetables. As the butter gets brown, it becomes nutty, and you know, that's where all the flavor is. In French, they have a term for it called beurre noisette, which means nutty butter. Okay, so the next stage is to add the tomato puree. You want to go straight into the bottom of the pan. If it gets caught up in the shells, it won't get any heat into it. So once the tomato puree is cooked out, 3 to 5 minutes, we're going to add the lobster stock. So just to cover, we're going to let that come to the boil and reduce down. You always want to reduce sauces on a high heat, so none of the flavor gets stale and boils away. Now the sauce is reduced almost to nothing. We add the double cream, and then we're going to just move that to the side and allow it to infuse for 25 to 30 minutes to get all that flavor out of the shells. The final stage is to caramelize the breadcrumbs. You want a little bit of crunch and a little bit of a topping almost, just to bring it all together. I'm kind of addicted to this, and you know, the chefs in the kitchen make fun of me because I literally put it on everything. Last thing we need to do now is strain our sauce, because that's now ready. It's what we call liquid love. You just pour it over. Now at home, you want your oven to be preheated, I'd say about 180 degrees. The balls feel nice and firm, they're ready to go. So we take our parmesan, we sprinkle it over the top, we give it a further minute or two inside just to melt, and then we are ready to go. Okay, so just to finish, we're going to add the breadcrumbs on top. Okay, and that's how you do wild Cornish Pollock meatballs baked in a lobster cream with a parmesan crumble.